welcome to another Sunday News.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. Still in video.
Still in video.
Still in video.
Sunday News 2, The Return.
The Return, yes. So those of you who watched the first Sunday News, thank you very much. We got a lot of views from it. We're happy with the way it turned out. People need to comment more, but that's cool.
If you don't know what we're talking about, link below.
Yeah, link below. Yes.
Do that. Do this, then do that. Then do this. Then do that again.
And if you followed all that, I know what he was talking about.
I kind of broke into an Old Spice commercial in there, I think is what it was.
Absolutely. Now, there's a couple pieces of news that have to do with us first.
Okay.
We finally got campaigns game up for our 2 campaigns, the Hidden
Yay.
Agendas.
I want to apologize for the slight delay in getting the campaigns up the first week. After we get back from TempleCon, everything will be squared away. But we ran into a slight technical delay, and due to a coding issue, the first game locked up my computer for 54 hours trying to upload. So that kind of pushed everything else back 2 days, because it should have taken 4 hours.
Right. And so we've been trying to catch up, but losing 54 hours in a schedule where we both work full time.
Right, it was tough.
It's just tough.
So I apologize. We figured out the mistake. Not happening again.
We'll catch up. But in that vein, because you mentioned TempleCon.
Yes.
TempleCon. We'll be going to TempleCon. As part of that, we're not going to be able to film as many games this coming week leading up to TempleCon, mainly because we had to take our days off so that we could go to TempleCon.
Right, and even if we manage to get them filmed, we're not going to have time to get them edited, because that time we're going to be at TempleCon.
Right. So there'll probably be a little bit of a delay between the games you've just seen and the ones we already have in the can, and then the ones that follow after that.
Right.
Probably about a week with nothing. That's what we're expecting.
Right.
However, in that same vein, those of you who watched the Sunday News last week will notice that we mentioned we were going to try to get Merrick into the Drop Zone Commander tournament, and bribery apparently worked. No, honestly, they just let us know that there was still a space open, and Merrick is in. So Merrick is going to be in that tournament. There'll still be coverage of our Drop Zone tournament at TempleCon, and we are hoping he does well. Plus, we'll be covering a bunch of other things, including some interviews, Pulp City. We mentioned all this last week. Go watch the video down below. So, going on to new news, okay? Bombshell Babes, they released, or Bombshell Minis, I apologize. We mentioned there's going to be a Kickstarter coming up, but before that, he put out January new releases. So we have
some of the sweetest 15 millimeter models I've ever seen. I wasn't expecting. I told you guys that we're going to have some 15 millimeter stuff coming up this year. I was not expecting Patrick Keith to be the first one out of the gate. I actually expected him to be third, but he beat everybody else to the punch. And if you want to see some good 15 millimeter miniatures, Bombshell Minis. It's a 4-pack of really slick 15 millimeter babes for $6.
Yeah, I got to tell you guys, like, I hadn't seen him yet. He brings them up on the computer. And if he hadn't told me, or there hadn't been a big stamp on the picture that said 15 millimeter, I'd have sworn they were 28s. I'd have bought them for $6 thinking they're 28s and been pissed when they got here.
Yep.
So, I mean, they're great detail. They look awesome. Also, along with those January releases, there's some accessories for counterblast.
Yes.
So that you can make some of the models that are like engineers and things that don't exist at the moment. Of course, if you're playing Lancers, you could just go with melee, which is what I'm doing.
Right.
Which is a gorgeous model. What else was in there? There was something else in there.
There was the Candy Sniper.
Oh, the Candy Sniper, which not really up his alley, but I gotta tell you, I'm probably gonna end up buying one of those. Patrick, you need to stop. I don't have enough money. Okay.
All
right. Moving on. All right. So we're just gonna kind of touch base with the Pulp City stuff again. Basically, if you have not contacted them yet, make sure you do if you're going to be at TempleCon so you can get some stuff.
If not, couple weeks, stuff's coming.
Right. But we did get the email address. I put it in the link in the video last week. But again, it's devon@pulpmonsters.com. And it's DEVON at pulpmonsters.com.
Yep.
There'll be another link below. Make sure you do that. Also, another company called Infinite Mortal.
Yeah.
Which a terrain company that you would show me some stuff. They've got a license.
They're good guys. They've got some good stuff. Yeah. Apparently they set up a deal with Pulp Monsters where they're going to be making some official terrain for Pulp City. Their Kickstarter is going to be launching February 16th. Keep an eye out for that. We will talk about that a little bit more before it happens, and maybe even put it up on the blog once it does. But yeah, this new one is going to be Warehouse District. Couple of really neat things that are in it. One thing I like that Impudent does is they do things that not everybody else is covering. Like, you can get a whole bunch of just, street tchotchke kind of lamps and park benches and stuff that's going to be in the Kickstarter. There's also, which I'm going to get for the dust buildings that we bought, kits to make industrial skylights.
Oh, that's awesome.
Complete with the acrylics.
Really?
Complete with etched acrylics so they look like cracked glass. Yeah.
How many are we buying then? Just
I don't know. Yeah,
okay.
pretty much.
All right. So look forward to Infinite Mortals Kickstarter, because I got to tell you, that was the first I had heard about that. If that didn't make you excited, you should be playing more games.
Yeah. Also, if you're playing, there's a couple other good hero games out right now. Not to take anything away from Pulp City, but Pulp City doesn't have Batman. If you're playing the Batman game, if you're playing any of the DC or Marvel contracted games right now, the Impudent Mortal stuff is going to be right up there. Or really any game that takes place in an urbanized, modern environment. Stuff is nice. It's really nice.
It sounds like something like that would work for Spinespur.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that are modern that terrain would work for. So there you go. All right. So anything else on Pulp City for you?
No, we're good.
All right. So next on the list, the Vegas Open. We're just reminding everybody the Las Vegas Open is February 20th through the 22nd. We were unable to confirm if there are open seats, but we think there are. At least I think there are still open seats.
Last I remember actually talking to Jim about seats, I think he said he had a couple left, but I wouldn't wait. Get on them now. It's only a couple weeks away, so if you want to go and it's going to be fun.
No,
definitely try to get the seats.
Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm really, again, reiterating what we said last week, but I'm upset we're not going.
I know.
But,
me too.
Yeah.
Next year.
Next year.
Jim, next year.
Next year. Or, sponsor us. All right, so continue with ProDOS type product. Oh, by the way, the Vegas Open is Warzone Resurrection. We didn't even mention what game it was for.
Yeah.
Okay, but continuing in the ProDOS vein, just want to talk about the UK Expo because, that prize thing. Again, if you didn't watch last week, you need to go back and watch me lose my mind about the prizes that they're doing. It was amazing. Though I do want to clarify something that was pointed out to me.
Yep.
Second prize, third prize,
and
painting are vouchers, not cash money.
But they're still huge vouchers.
Right, it's a $500 voucher.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, if you're in the UK and you're available to go to the UK Expo, or you're anywhere in Europe or US going to England, whatever,
just do it.
You should go to that tournament.
Next.
Well, I'm just going to continue my ProDOS theme going here. All right. Apparently, if this
didn't get edited out.
Yes, if this isn't edited out, today ProDOS will be announcing the card packs for each faction are now available with the new cards.
These old weird-sized cards?
Gone.
Yeah. Never going to use them
Don't
again.
do that. I still need to use them for the campaign.
No,
Stop that.
You're done. You're done. All the old cards, you save them for posterity if you want, but you're not using them. New cards. The new cards are the only ones that are going to be official for tournament play. However, you don't have to buy them. If you want to print them out yourself, there will be a PDF made available. But there's 200 cards per faction. I don't want to be doing that much printing.
Well,
and for $32 for 200 cards,
that's the thing.
Beautiful cards front and back. It's worth it, especially if you only play one faction.
I mean, literally, if you had to print 200 cards for a faction at, let's say, nine a page, you're looking at, that's 20 pages that you then have to manually cut. That's worth $32 to me.
Yeah.
That's all, I don't know. It's just...
Unless you have a laminator at home, which we do.
It's still worth $32 to me.
Yeah.
But it's also supposed to come with 3, 5, and 3, right?
3, 5, and 3.
So you'll get 3 strategy, 5 tactical, and 3 gear for each card.
I do not have confirmed numbers on how many resource cards are in there, but
hopefully more than the 8 that came in the original set.
It is. I know. Okay. I know for a fact it is. I don't remember if it was a dozen or if they went with a slightly larger number, but the idea was that if you buy this should be all you need.
There you go. All right. So, Arc World. This past weekend, or the weekend that we're doing this video, he was at a convention.
Yes.
And he was taking pre-orders for an Ancient Dragon, which means that sucker can't be that far away if he's taking pre-orders already.
Yep.
No, we did check at the time of this filming; they were not available for pre-order on his website.
Yes.
That may have changed by now.
And if it hasn't, it needs to.
Yes,
because Token Gamer Chick wants to put in a pre-order.
Yes, that's all I'm going to say.
She's behind the camera jumping up and down right now. Just say something.
I want my ancient dragon, Alex. Please, Mr. Alex, an ancient dragon.
There we go.
There you go. So, I mean, if that plea didn't get us an opportunity to pre-order Ancient Dragon, you're a heartless bastard, Alex. That's all I can say.
One does not preclude the other.
All right, fair enough. All right. All right, so just wanted to mention, for those of you who follow our blog, who some of you may
Some
have
of you may
found,
not.
some of you may not, may have found us via other media, which was awesome. Ali Alcatraz does, which is a member of our LXG, she does an article every month called Zombie of the Month, where she takes a zombie box that's available from some company out there, and she talks, she gives you a rating on what that zombie's worth. She's got a thing for zombies, that's all I'm going to say.
Right. It's a little creepy.
It is a little creepy. There are 400 and some odd painted zombies in this room right now. That's all I'm
Painted.
saying. Painted.
Painted.
Okay. In that vein, she does an article every month. The January article just went up. She covered the Mantic ones from Dead Zone.
Yeah, the Mantic
Right.
Dead Zone Plague Zombies.
Yes. So there'll be a link below, but go read her Zombie of the Month articles. If you're into undead models in any vein, or if you just like looking at really cool painted models and hearing what people have to say about them.
Yep, go for it.
Ali does a really good job of reviewing them. And all right, our last topic of the day. We're going to spend a little time editorializing on this one.
Very little.
Very little, but we'll get there. Reaper's Bones 2.
Okay, so some of you might not still be following the Kickstarter, even if you put money into it, because, I mean, who didn't put money into it? What you're looking at is their tanker, their container truck is still in customs.
Since
so,
November.
like, they don't even know when they're shipping. And they're really sorry that they don't know when they're shipping, but guess what, guys? They don't know when they're shipping. But this is playing kind of a little bit of a conundrum because everybody expected that they would be launching Bones 3 around the same time of year they launched Bones 1 and 2, which would mean you'd be coming up in that whole March-April window.
Right. And for some people this isn't going to be a problem because everyone's just going to expect the Reaper's eventually going to deliver and it's not a big deal. But I will say that here in our club we have what we call
The Mantic Clause.
The Mantic Clause. We're just going to put it out there. Where we don't buy something until you've delivered on the last thing we Kickstarter backed for you for.
And
we're not the only ones out there. I mean,
there's a lot of people that have that policy now.
And so, because too many people have gotten burned, is really what it comes down to. I mean, and not that I think Reaper's going to burn anybody.
Obviously, this is not what they had wanted. This was not what they anticipated, and they got stuck.
Right.
But because they got stuck, do they still launch up the next Kickstarter in the sweet spot? Going with the sweet spot will make us more than delaying and missing the sweet spot?
Right.
Or do they wait going, the goodwill that we get from not launching until we've at least gotten product in-house will be worth more than launching in the sweet spot?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, for me personally, I don't know that. If it were me, I think I would wait until I was actually had a box on a truck somewhere, going out to a customer before I would launch. Even if I hadn't delivered everything, if I was shipping
just to
something,
say that you are shipping.
I think that's where I would wait for it. And if I missed the sweet spot by a couple weeks, I missed the sweet spot by a couple weeks. But I don't know. I mean, like, as somebody who believes Reaper's going to deliver, I don't know that I'd back then Bones 3 as much as it's going to kill me for the amount of models you get for a ridiculously good price.
Yeah. And again, I don't know that there is a right answer. If there is a right answer, I don't know what it is. But it's a decision that they're going to have to make.
But I got to tell you, I'm interested to hear what anyone who's watching this, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
What do you think Reaper should do here? I mean, do you think they should wait? Do you think they should launch and just say, well, you know, guys, we're going to deliver?
Yeah, do you guys not care? Do you know that they're going to give you your stuff and it's not going to deter you? Or are you going to be, you know, I know that they ran into rough times, but even still, I'm not giving them more money till they give me the product for the $2, $3, $5, $37,000 worth of money I already gave them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, no right answers, but, you know, comment, let us know what you think.
Absolutely. But guys, that's it. That's our Sunday news. So please, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send up smoke signals, whatever you got to do, get the word out. We're doing videos and we're having fun and enjoy. I hope you enjoy them.
And hopefully, next week's Sunday news will be. I think we might try to do something unique and kind of like try to tape it while we're at TempleCon.
Do you want to try to do the Sunday news at TempleCon?
I want to try. I want to try to do bits of the Sunday news at TempleCon.
Okay.
And then throw up this edited Sunday news mess.
Maybe we could do
from
like some type of
TempleCon.
like screen right in between us that's showing clips from TempleCon. We could comment. That'd be kind of.
That'd be cool.
That would be kind
We'll
of.
figure out something.
We'll do something with it.
We're having way too much fun with our editing equipment. Let me tell you. We'll
Yes.
we'll figure out something.
Yes. All right. So I guess that's everything.
Works for me.
All right, guys. Until next time.
I'll see you on the other side of the table.